under Media and Information Literacy, we're going to talk about media and information languages. So, ano-ano ba yung mga languages na nakukuha natin sa media and information? So, to give you a small background, a little background about our lesson, we'll talk about signs and symbols. Yun yung mga itatakal natin dito. And, to give you a hint, kung you are into video making, arts, photography, this lesson is for you. Okay, are you ready? Let's start. We'll first talk about language. So sabi dito, the method of human communication, either spoken or written, consisting of the use of words in a structured and conventional way. Meaning to say, when we have communication, when there is communication, there is language. Bakit? Bakit tayo nagkakaintindihan? It's because of the language that we use. It's either spoken or it's either written. Next, na-define na natin ang language. Paano natin siya i-put sa media? No, we have media languages. So, sabi dito, pag sinabing media languages, it talks about the codes, conventions, formats, symbols, and narrative structures that indicate the meaning of media messages to an audience. Pag sinabi nating languages, automatic yan. These are called codes, conventions, formats, symbols, and narrative structures. Under signs and symbols, meron tayong tinatawag na polysemic. Ibig sabihin, ito yung mga signs and symbols that we can interpret in many ways. So, since may kanya-kanya tayong pag-iisip, may kanya-kanya rin tayong interpretation when it comes to codes and symbols. So, pag sinabing media languages, automatic, these are called codes, conventions, formats, symbols, and narrative structures that indicate the meaning of media messages to an audience. Ano bang importansya ng media language? Sabi dito, every medium has its own language or combination of languages that is used to communicate meaning. No, the very main point of our lesson, ano ba talagang importance, no? Anong point? What's really the importance of media language? Ibig sabihin, it is used for communicating, right? Ibig sabihin, pag may media language, nagkakaintindihan ang isang audience at isa pang audience. So, ibig sabihin, it is a medium that has its own language. Para nagkakaintindihan tayo, right? Okay. First, we go to codes. Sabi dito, codes, systems of signs that when put together create meaning. We have types of codes. We have the technical and symbolic codes. First, we'll tackle about technical codes. So sabi dito, these are ways in which equipment is used to tell the story. This includes sound, camera angles, types of shots and lighting, as well as camera techniques, framing, depth of field, lighting, exposure, and juxtaposition. So, ibig sabihin, pag sinabi nating technical codes, technicalities about codes, this includes the sound, camera angles, and type of shots as well as lighting, right? Okay. These are all under technical codes. So, meron tayong camera shots. We have different, kung sino dito yung mahilig mag-picture, into photography talaga, mahilig kumuha ng sceneries, picture of sceneries, different kinds of poses. So, ito yung para sa inyo. We have first, extreme long shot, also called extreme wide shot, such as a large crowd scene or a view of scenery as far as the horizon. Sorry for the typo. Okay, as you can see in the picture, meron siyang extreme wide shot. So, ibig sabihin malawak. Such as large crowd scene or a view of scenery as far as horizon. Okay? Next, long shot. A view of situation or setting from a distance. Ibig sabihin, malayo. Medium long shot shows a group of people in interaction with shows a group of people interacting with one another. Ibig sabihin, katulad ng example natin dito, it seems like they're having fun, right? They have very different stories to tell. So that's medium long shot. Fourth, full shot. A view of figure's entire body in order to show action and or a constellation group of characters. So this example is all about figure's entire body. So meron din tayong ibang example ng full shot wherein kita yung main character and yung nasa likod ng main character is actually the constellation group of characters. Right? Yung mga hindi bida. So, nandun sila sa likod, interacting with one another. And then, yung full coverage talaga, or yung pinaka main point talaga ng photo is the main character. So, that's full shot. Medium close shot. So, kung nakikita nyo sa example natin, ang medium close shot is from his head down to his hips. So, that's medium close shot. Close up shot. A full screen shot of a subject's face showing the finest nuances of expression. So, ibig sabihin, pag close up shot, kitang-kita ang mukha. Extreme close up shot. So, kung kanina kita ang mukha, ang extreme close up shot naman, kino-close up niya yung part lang ng mukha natin. For example, a shot of a hand, eye, mouth, or any object in detail. So, this example shows a detailed picture of an eye. Right? So, extreme close-up shot. Symbolic codes. Show what is beneath surface of what we see. Object, setting, body language, clothing, color, etc. Or iconic symbols that are easily understood. So, kung kanina, yung technical codes, ating symbolic codes, may iba't iba na tayong interpretasyon sa isang bagay na ating nakikita. For example, a red rose may convey romance or love. So, pag binigyan ka ng rose ng iyong minamahal, anong mafe-feel mo? Ano ang mai-interpret mo? Pag sinabing binigyan ka ng red rose, it means love, romance, right? Pag binigyan ka ng blue, pag binigyan ka ng white, so ano ang may interpret mo na meaning? So, sa example natin dito, yung red rose, it conveys romance or love. Ito, a clenched fist may convey anger. Pag ginanyan ka ng parent mo, anong meaning niyan? Ibig sabihin, galit na si mama or galit na si papa. Okay, this one. The stoplight. Red is to stop, green is to go, and yellow is for the ready sign. So, hindi naman sinabi doon na pag nakakita ka ng stoplight, may nakasulat na red, mag-stop ka na, yellow, mag-go ka na, or green, mag-ready ka na. So, ibig sabihin, automatic, pag nakakita tayo ng stoplight na may color red, automatic, na ang meaning niyan is to stop, yellow is to go, and green is to go, and yellow is for the ready sign. Okay? Denotation and connotation. This is also under the symbolic codes. Bakit? When we say denotation, ano yun? When we say connotation, ano yun? So, pag-aaralan natin yan, ngayon. Denotation. A description of what you can see in the image. It is the literal meaning of a word. For example, no? For example, picture si Teacher George. A description of what you can see in the image. Ano ang madidescribe nyo sa picture ni Teacher George? So, ganyan. That's denotation. It is the literal meaning of a word. For example, another one. This. The paper that I am handling. Okay. Pag nakita nyo to, and when you see the denotation one, ano yung unang pumapasok sa isip ninyo? So, ano yung pagka-describe niyo sa paper? May sulat, it is white, ano ang color niya, okay. That's denotation. It is the literal meaning of a word. Mas maiintindihan nyo siyang mabuti kung i-compare natin siya sa connotation. Okay. Connotation, the meaning or associations we have with the image. It is adding attitude to a word. Ibig sabihin, the meaning beyond the picture, or ibig sabihin, or the meaning behind the picture. Or ano yung hindi yung literal meaning, but it's the attitude to a word. Ibig sabihin, ano para sa iyo, for example, ano para sa iyo ang symbol ng paper? Ano para sa iyo ang symbol ng picture ni Teacher George? Ano para sa iyo ang symbol ng isang rose? So that's connotation. So that's not the literal meaning, but the other way around. For example, no, tingnan natin, specify natin ngayon kung ano yung denotation and connotation dito sa example picture. So as you can see, yung nakikita natin dito is all about the waterfalls, no, the trees. Okay. Pag sinabi nating denotation, write down what you can see in the picture. Ibig sabihin, isusulat mo ngayon yung lahat ng nakikita mo sa picture. That's denotation. Ibig sabihin, kitang-kita dyan yung waterfalls, yung trees, yung rocks. So, lahat ng yan isusulat mo. And that's under denotation. Now, mind map what those objects mean. No? Sa lahat ng nasulat mo sa denotation, for example, sumulat ka ng waterfall. And when it comes to connotation, since hindi yun siya ang literal meaning ng picture, bibigyan mo siya ngayon ng symbolic meaning. Ibig sabihin, kakaibang meaning. Waterfall, it means peace, relaxation, or power. Nagkakaintindihan ba tayo? Okay. Again, pag sinabing denotation, it is the literal meaning. Kung ano ang nakikita mo sa picture. But when we say connotation, it's the meaning behind that picture. Ibig sabihin, out na yung physical appearance ng picture. For example, we have the waterfall from the picture. Bibigyan mo siya ngayon ng connotation. So, ibig sabihin, yung waterfall sa akin, teacher, para siyang peace, para siyang relaxation, para siyang power. So, that's the differences between denotation and connotation. We also have convention. It refers to a standard or norm that acts as a rule governing behavior, are generally established and accepted ways of doing something. This is the diagram of communication process. So, alam nyo na yan kung sino yung communicator, ano yung sinabi niya, the message, in which channel, ano yung ginamit niya, to whom, sino ang nag-receive, and with what effect, ano yung epekto. So, meron tayo dito from Shannon Weaver's Communication Model 1948, another one. So, messages. It is the information, since we're talking about media and information languages. So, since may language na tayong ginamit, may message din na dumarating sa atin. So, let's define what is a message, no? Messages, the information sent to a receiver from a source. Ibig sabihin, kung ikaw ang nakakuha ng message, you are called the receiver or source. Kung ikaw ang nakakuha, sino ka sa dalawa? Receiver or source? Ikaw yung receiver kasi ikaw yung nagre-receive ng message. So, sino yung nagpadala sa'yo ng message? Siya yung source. Okay? Audience. The group of consumers for whom the media message was constructed, as well as anyone else who is exposed to the message. Sila na yung accessory, no, sa pagbigay sa iyo ng message. Producers, people engage in the process of creating and putting together media content to make a finished media product. Stakeholders contributes heavily on media languages. So, ito yung mga iba't ibang pinagkukunan natin ng messages. Like, we have libraries, archives, museums, internet, and other relevant information providers. Okay. So, kung makikita ninyo yung libraries natin, archives natin, museums natin, sila rin yung nagbibigay ng additional inputs or additional information sa atin. Right? Okay. Since alam na natin kung ano ang connotation and denotation, pag sinabi natin denotation, that's the literal meaning, and pag sinabi natin yung connotation, that's not the literal meaning, but it's the meaning beyond or behind the picture. Image analysis, we're now into our activity. So, meron tayong nakikita ditong a man struggling to climb uphill. Right? So, ano kaya ang meaning nito? Ano yung literal meaning at ano yung hindi literal meaning niya? Yung symbolic meaning niya. Right? Okay. Analyze the image comprehensively. What is the meaning of the picture? Ano kaya yung meaning of the picture natin? And what lessons can you draw out from the picture? And I'll leave you that activity because I know that you have learned something about our lesson, especially the media and information languages. Okay. I would just like to end this lesson of Marshall McLuhan's quoting, language may be a source of misunderstandings. Why? Because minsan may iba't iba tayong interpretation and our interpretation hindi nagkakatugma. So that's why we all have misunderstandings. But at the end of the day, no, we're just gonna have to compromise with each other, understand each other because of our diversity. And that would be all. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. See you soon on our next lesson. Bye!